Hello, everybody. How is it going out there? Welcome to Flawless Rage 2, and welcome to House Flipper 2. This is your first stream of the week, your Sunday stream. So without any further ado, we're going to get into this. I hope everybody's had a really, really good weekend out there. Not been too bad here, so that's good. Right. The Woodland Hostel. It's kind of done. I went on there to do a couple of bits and ended up finishing the bloody thing, I think. So we're going to go and just have a check around now, see what we can do. So tonight we'll probably be starting on a new property. So, yeah, here it is. The only thing I haven't done is that brickwork up there, but quite frankly, who gives a shit? Yeah, this is the Woodland Hostel. I've turned it into basically a big house. A couple more on here I'd like to try doing that too. But let's just take a look around. You got your hallway here. Quite a nice hallway, actually. In here is your living room area. Everything you could possibly want and need in one room. Looking very, very good. Oh, here, don't forget this room. In the chat, Pam's in. Hello, Pam. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Welcome, welcome. Fantastic to see you. Hope you had a good weekend. Here we are in the bathroom, or downstairs bathroom anyway. Looking very, very good. In here is our very, very clean looking kitchen. So that's one thing. Let's go upstairs. And you're led to this big landing area. I could have put some artwork up in here, I will grant you. Thank you, Pam. Yeah, not too bad. Pretty good weekend. Up here, bathroom. Just standard stuff, really. So you've got a nice big bathroom there as well. Plus, you do have a bedroom over here. Like I say, this place is pretty much done. I'm just going to show you around it and sell it tonight. Got one more level. And we come to this bedroom. We also have this bedroom as well. And we have a door that won't fucking open. There we go. Another big bathroom. So you got 3 bathrooms in this place. For something that was the Woodland Hostel. I mean, you saw how fucking small and shitty that place was. Well, not anymore. Pam says, excellent. Thank you so much, Pam. I appreciate that. And out here, I've built a deck so you can, look at all of the nature and beauty that surrounds your ass. Let's go downstairs and take a quick look outside because I can't remember what I've actually done or haven't done out there. So we'll go out this way and we'll walk around. Okay, so out the back, we've just refurbed this deck. Made it a little bit longer, I think, as well. We have got a place for our bins there, so that's pretty good. We've also got a little pathway that leads down to right out the back. So, you could do anything you want. There's so much more I could do to this, but I think I've spent long enough on it anyway because it's been a pain in the ass. So I think we're just going to go ahead and sell it tonight. Now, if Bilo comes up, I'm going to fucking scream. But here we go. This is our front of the house. We're going to sell it and we're going to get to work on a new place tonight. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, no Bilo, which is very good. Nice looking profits as well. And I think it's going to go to our friend who was sold to before, the gamer, Kyle Cheong. So 860,000 we're getting for this. We've got a 380,000 profit. So that's not too bad. That's actually worth putting the work in. Pam says, brilliant indeed it is. Let's sell it to our friend, Kyle. Enjoy it, my purple-haired friend. And we'll take a look at the pictures and see what it was and what it is. That isn't too bad at all. There's what it was, and there's what it is now. That is that is quite a big transformation there. Wow. You know, you can just actually see the work they went into this one. We expanded that living room. Excellent stuff. Yeah, we had to trim a bit off the side, but it all worked out in the end, you know. Things tend to do that. I quite like the flat roof building, so when I do one, I'm going to keep it flat roof, definitely. Not too shabby at all. Right, okay, so we've actually hit the 7 mil profit there. Well, you know, the figures, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So, give me there's no fucking houses. Yes, there is. Right. I've got two ideas. I can either do the timber house, which is one we did ages ago when we made the outside bit into a conservatory. There is that, or the sunny bungalow. And I was actually thinking, turn it from a bungalow into a house. Pam says it's great to see an ugly place turned into something beautiful. It is. It is. I'm happy that it you know, I'm happy that it did that, and yeah. Worked pretty hard on that one. I think I'd like to give this one a go, the sunny bungalow. I'm going to turn it into a house. So there's going to be a lot of knocking down, but I might do some of that off stream tomorrow. Tonight we're just going to buy the place, you know, take walls down, clean it up. So that's the agenda for tonight. So let's get into it and let's go to the place and see what we can do. Okay. We've done this place once before. There's lots of little tiny fucking intricate bits in this one where some kid has dropped fucking pencils all over the place. Typical kids, really. I'm already seeing things that need to be changed. But we're going to go in first, and we're literally just going to start deleting shit and making it our own. I'm not too concerned about the cleaning just yet. I just want to pick things up first and, you know, get everything sold. Because, you know, essentially we're still making money here. I mean, $13 for one fucking slipper, you know. Right. Okay. Get rid of all of the crap. Get rid of absolutely everything. Even this is going to go. We're going to make it into a comfy home, you know. Yeah, it might be a bungalow now, but we're going to turn it into something which isn't. Okay. Lovely. Lovely sunshine coming in as well. Has anybody else noticed that it's getting colder? I mean, obviously it would be. We're, you know, a couple of days away from being into October. But, you know, has anybody noticed how bloody cold it has been, especially here in the UK? Pam says a lot of work. It is a lot of work, but I'm up for the challenge. I'm up for anything. You know, it's been bloody freezing. I mean, now, you know, I got so cold tonight. I've actually put I'm actually wearing my fucking hoodie tonight. It's that fucking cold. I'm determined to sleep in my hoodie tonight. It's so cold. Pam says first few days without a fan on. Yeah. I know, it's really hitting that time of year now. You can really tell what's coming, which brings me onto a side rant. I was watching YouTube last night and I saw my first advert for something advertising something for Christmas. It's as soon as it hits October. I've noticed that every single year, as soon as it hits October, you know, as soon as it hits October, here come the Christmas fucking adverts and stuff. And I'm like, really? You know? But now, I mean, my local fucking supermarket, Morrison's, that place, Aldi, Tesco's, no matter where you go, They've got all of the fucking Christmas stuff out. You know, the sweets, the advent calendars, the little chocolate bars and packets and stuff you can get. You know. And I was even watching, well, I wasn't watching it as such. I was talking on the phone to my mum, but it just was on TV. A show called Jeremy Vine the other day, which is one of these fucking left-wing, up-your-arse fucking shows, you know, sort of like, oh, you can't say that because it might offend people kind of shows, you know, right? I only watch them to be a cunt and criticise. It's great. And I was watching that the other day, and they said, is it too soon to start eating mince pies? Now, I'm not a mince pie fan, so I wouldn't touch them. You know, I'm not a mince pie fan at all. My sister, on the other hand, she can demolish a packet of mince pies, an entire six mince pies in like fucking 10 minutes. You know, she can do that. But yeah, is it too soon? And I was like, well, I know that they're traditionally associated with Christmas, but does it really fucking matter? At the end of the day, it's a foodstuff, you know. If somebody wants to fucking smash the face with mince pies, let them fucking go for it, you know. It's ridiculous, really. And I just thought to myself, this is the world we live in, where a fucking left-wing fucking TV show is asking a question, should you eat fucking mince pies before December? I mean, really? What the fuck, you know? It's beyond me, it really is. I mean, should you eat mince pies before Christmas? That's like saying, you know, should you, I don't know, have a wank before date night or something like that, you know? It's ridiculous. I do not understand. I do not understand how some people fucking operate. I really don't. And yeah, that show is so fucking left-wing. That's unreal. That's one of the kind of shows that I watch that'll get me fucking going in like a second, seriously. They have stupid fucking talking points on there, like, you know, hear that prisoners have been released early and stuff and that. And I'm like, yeah. So, prisoners have been released early, and then they got these, you know, they got these talking points on there, and there's people on there who go up with their fucking head so far up their fucking arse, you don't know where one part of them begins and the other part ends. You know, it's ridiculous. It is so left-wing. And that's the kind of thing that gets me fucking going. You know me, I say what I want and don't give two fucking shits, you know. I just can't get over the fact that people, and they have a phone in every day, right? They have a phone in where the people phone in and stuff. The other day they were talking about, is Keir Starmer doing a good fucking job? Well, why don't we ask the over 60 fucking fives if he's doing a good job? Taking away the winter fuel allowance so he can cover up his affair with that ginger chick, you know. Pam says they let out a few they shouldn't have, yeah. I totally agree with that. Yeah, there's some they really, really shouldn't have let out. But you know, that's what this show's all about. It's like they call it. I mean, over here they'll call it like a magazine show. It's not a magazine show. It's a fucking, you know, a left wing, fucking, you know. We have to do as we say, and we mustn't offend people, and we mustn't call each other names. We have to be kind to each other, and if somebody upsets us, we must tell them that they've offended us, so then they can apologize for what they've said to us to make our lives feel much better. Fuck that shit. You know, it's one of them shows. And yeah, that show really, really fucking fires me up and gets me going. It really does. I sit there sometimes, you know. There's been times where my wife has been on a phone call and I've been sat there and that's been on the TV And sort of like I've just been sitting there looking at this crap, and you know, I've been fucking shouting the odds, and she's like, "For fuck's sake, shut up! I'm on the fucking phone," you know. It's ridiculous, and that's like when that's like when she's trying to pay a bill or something over the phone, you know. So like they'll tell her that must look good to the person on the other end of the phone, I will admit. So like there she is trying to pay a bill, and they're saying, right, your bill comes to this much, and there's me in the background. Oh, fuck off. They probably think I'm talking to them. I hope they do. It's kind of funny. You know. I just can't get over it. But yeah, some talking points they have on this. I'm on to talk about Jeremy Vine now. And do you know what? Right? They've even expanded the shit. Right? They've expanded the crap as well. This shit comes on about fucking 9 o'clock in the morning, right? It doesn't end till damn near lunchtime now. They've expanded it. They've got Jeremy Vine on for like a couple of hours. Then they've got Storm Huntley, this chick who works on there, giving her fucking, you know, right-wing fucking opinions and stuff, and her dolled up to the nines, looking when you know, acting like she is the shit. And she ain't. I've seen better looking fucking prostitutes. And and you know, then they have her on there, and then they have this prick on there who no one's ever fucking heard of before, called Alexis or something, his name. And then they fucking talk about more crap. You can't get away from it in the mornings now on TV. It's ridiculous. I mean, we have Good Morning Britain on. You've heard me speak about that before, but I don't really much take much notice of that at all. I mainly watch it because of that in their break they lead on to my local news, the Anglia, you know, East Anglia area news, and they talk about, you know, I don't want to see what the weather's going to be like, you know, because you can't trust Google. Pam's commented something in the chat. She said, I've had to block a few people calling the landline about internet security scammers. Yes, there's a lot of them about. There's a hell of a lot of them about. Scams seem to be popping up left, right, and centre these days. My sister had one about a week or so ago. My sister lives, just her, in her house with her kids. She doesn't, everywhere she goes, I mean, she lives in the city. So everywhere she goes, she either walks or fucking hops on a bus. Right? That's it. She doesn't have a car. So she got a thing through the door saying that, oh, there's going to be a penalty on her car and things like that. And if she's got to pay this fine. And I was like, she messaged me and she goes, what's this about? And I thought, what? I read it. Well, she took a screenshot and sent it to me. And I just said, you need to ignore that because that's a scam. And I looked it up, and sure enough, it is an actual scam. And as people trying to fucking, it's all the same. It's people trying to get money out of you that you don't have, left, right, and fucking centre. And if you try to, no, say like she tried to pay that, even though she hasn't got a car, say she was one of these gullible fuckers, which she's not. She's pretty tuned on as my, clued in as my sister. But say like, she had phoned it up. They get her bank details. That's it. My mum's had problems with scammers before as well, because my mum is not clued up on things. She's had to learn about shit real quick. My mum, she had scammers take over £2,000 from her. So even some companies can be scammers. I know of a person who's had a life insurance policy with this company for years. It turns out they're scammers. This person lost £18,000. They're giving some money back because they're trying to make out that they're an actual fucking company. But £18,000 this person paid, And what this lady's getting back is about 800 quid. Tell me how the fuck that's fair. Everybody's after your money these days. Everyone. I mean, let's face it, even TV adverts that advertise supermarkets, you know, things like that. At the end of the day, they want you to shop with them. Everybody's after every goddamn penny that you own, you know, that you have. And money ain't an easy thing to come by. You know, you need it to fucking, well, survive and live, really. Pam says there was an awful one on Facebook mentioning family members saying they had been nasty in a nasty accident. They tried it on me. I reported them. That's good. See, that's good that Pam's all sort of like, you know, clued up to it. Yeah, you've got to be careful. You've got to be so fucking careful when it comes to scammers and things like that, because what is the point? Seriously, you know. I mean, there's people I watch on YouTube who take down scammers and everything, and they, you know, they got all their procedures in order and what they're going to do and stuff, and they do generally tend to, you know, take them down and stuff. But bloody hell, yeah. There's so many of them. There's so many of them about these days. After everything you've got. And that just shows how nasty the world is, in a way. You know, sort of like beforehand, you know, there used to be a time where people would actually give a shit about each other and, you know, be caring and look after people and things like that. You know, now if you fall down in the street, no one will come and help you. You know, no one will come and pick you up. You know, no one will come and say, "Are you okay?" Everybody wants to keep out of it. You know, everybody wants to keep out of everyone's business these days. Nobody, you know, helps anybody anymore. Granted, I've been known to be like that, you know, towards people, sort of like I'm not helping them no more, which, you know, I actually haven't. I kept my word, I haven't. But only because I feel like I was being taken advantage of. We all know who I'm talking about. You know, but that's all good. I have no beef with them whatsoever. Pam says, yes, I was livid as they mentioned my son's name. Yeah, that's the one thing. That's what they want to do. They want to try and, you know, dig into things. Somehow they find out, you know, your family members and stuff. And, you know, try and play on it that way. Though they've got their scripts and they've got their routines and, you know, the ways that they do things. It's all a con. It really is. That's like, you know, I've had them before. I've actually had them phone up about internet security and stuff before. You phone up and there's someone on the other end of the line and they're like, oh, hello, we've noticed a problem with your internet, and we're here to help you fix it. And I'm like, right, okay. And instantly I knew what it was. I fucking knew what it was instantly. They weren't going to take me. And I said, really? My internet? What's wrong with my internet? And they said, there has been some suspicious activity. At first, I thought, shit, they know about me going on Pornhub. But then I realised sort of like that, hang on a minute, no, these are scammers. And you know, they... you know, they're trying to get your money out of you. So instantly I knew what it was. So as soon as they started, you know, I let them do all their spiel and stuff and, you know, and say their bit and all that crap. And in the end, I was like, right, come on. My time is coming. My time is fucking coming. Just wait for it. Wait for it. And they said, can you turn your computer on? And I said, yeah. Didn't. My computer was off. I said, right. Pam says, yeah, one said you should pay £800. Yeah. Yeah, they do get a bit like that. And they said, is your computer on? I pretended. I said, yeah, my computer's on. And they said, right, I need you to download this link. I said, well, what link? And I said, well, hang on a minute. And I thought, I'll see if I can get them to, I'll see if I can get them to explain themselves. And they said, you need to download this link so we can look on your computer and see what the problem is. So I said to them, well, hang on a minute. Why do I need to download a link on my computer if there's a problem with my internet security? Won't people be able to see or be able to track it? And they said, no, this is a secure line. I said, yes, it's a secure line what you're calling me on, but is it a secure line that my internet is on? If it's in jeopardy, I don't really want to be, downloading links and stuff, do I? And I was like, they was like, oh no, it's okay, download the link. And I said to them, oh, I think my batteries ran out, my computer's just gone off. Okay, they said plug it in and put it on charge and boot your computer up again and we'll go again. And I said, I don't really know if I want to do that. And they said, why is that? I said, because you're a fucking scammer. Now get off the line, you fucking wanker, and hung up on them. And, oh yeah, we all get it. We've all had it. It's just they try their hardest to make your life as difficult as fucking possible, They really do. And like I said, it's all about your bank account. There's nothing else. They don't really give a shit if you've got other bills to pay. They don't care about, is this person, because there still are people like it. Is this person struggling for food this week? Can they afford their rent? Can they afford their heating? Can they afford electric to pay their water bill? Things like that. Nobody really gives a flying fuck, nobody thinks about that, especially scammers. It's all about them and, them getting the money. I mean, well, everybody's like it really, but, obviously you've got to pay your bills and stuff. That's fair enough, but, Pam says the one before I blocked, I said on your bike. I don't blame you. Good on you. They are like that. They're cunts at the end of the day. Let's just put it down to what they are, okay? They're cunts. They're the sort of people who Jeremy Vine talks about. And then you've got sort of like all these fucking hell, that show. If you're in the UK and you've ever seen it, you know what I mean. Fuck me, that's so fucking left wing. But here we go into the month of October when all the Christmas, adverts come out and stuff like that. And, well, it's October. You know what that means? We're getting closer to the John Lewis Christmas ad of this year. What's it going to be? Please, no one feeding a fucking or giving a plant a fucking present. For the love of God, please, I beg of you. I will be keeping a keen open eye and reporting back my findings with these Christmas ads. I will be keeping open a very close eye on things like that, because they're more laughable than anything. I still don't see how fucking last year's one made any sense. A kid giving a Venus flytrap a fucking Christmas present. How is that going to make you want to go into their shop? I don't get it. How is that supposed to make you want to go into their shop, and spend your fucking money? I really don't understand it. But there you go. That is the world that we live in. Full of left-wing fuckers, early Christmas ads, and scammers. And generally rude people as well. Pam says Christmas only makes me think of the loved ones I've lost. Yeah. It does that. Christmas is that sort of time of year. You know, it does play on your heartstrings and stuff, but the way that I do it is, I think about them, but I always think about really good times and, fun things we've had, fun things we've said that's made us laugh. You know, that's what I do, especially when, with my dad, because some of the stuff he used to come out with, well, that stuff you couldn't really repeat now. You'll get locked up for it. But, he was an absolute fucking legend, and, I think about my dad every single day, But if you've lost somebody, you tend to do... What the fuck happened to that wall? Okay, I might have took a bit too much out there. Let's just rebuild that. You tend to do that with people you've lost. You do. You tend to get a bit upset. They might be gone, and you obviously never forget them. And it does hit you sometimes. It really fucking hits you. There could be that one thing. It only takes one small thing to remind you of somebody. A smell, a song. Pam says, well, December 16th would have been my younger sister's birthday. Yeah, that's not going to help. That's probably, one of the reasons, because it's in the month of Christmas. Christmas time to me, obviously we'll talk more about Christmas as we get closer to it, but Christmas time for me, I enjoy it because of the kids. I actually enjoy sort of like, my wife will not let me wrap up for shit. The only presents I wrap up are the ones to her. Anything from the kids or, for the kids, that gets wrapped up by my wife. Otherwise, if it's just her presents, I'll do it. I can't wrap up for shit. I really can't. And, my wife's the person who will, be that chief rapper kind of thing. And I enjoy that them days because, she's there sort of like wrapping up. I'm just sort of like, sitting there chilling on a game or watching something on TV, whatever. And, that part of it, I really enjoy. Pam says, I still have my number on my phone. I can't bring myself to delete it. And you shouldn't delete it. It's, a memory of when you used to pick up the phone to give her a call, and have a chat with her. That gives you comfort. And if that gives you comfort, then more power to you. Keep it on your phone. Let it stay there and sit there forever, Because at the end of the day, that's a memory. I remember when I used to push that button and I used to talk to her, things like that. It's a memory, and that's a treasured memory as well. And them things are hard to come by. So yeah, good on you for keeping the number in your phone. Absolutely. I've said before about my shed. I've got a shed outside, which was my dad's. It's a metal prefab shed. And I'll be honest with you, it's falling to bits. It really is. Half the roof has come off. And, half the roof is off it completely. It's leaning to one side. It was down the bottom of my garden, but somehow, some way, I moved it up to the top of my garden. And it's still wonky. It's still missing It's still missing half of the roof due to wind. But you know what? I keep it there because I remember him going in there and getting tools out and asking me where I'd put this and where I'd put that in it. And also, when I got my very first motorbike, that's where we used to keep it. And anything that needed doing to it, we'd go in that shed and do it. It's only a small shed. It's not massive. But, there's enough room in there for a motorbike and a couple of people to get in. And, that's my memory. I keep the shed because of that. Also, I've still got his fishing rods in there. You know, things like that. I will not, you know, there ain't no way I'll ever part with anything like that, because it's, you know, it was his. It's a memory. So yeah, you've got absolutely every single right to, you know, to keep your sister's number. More power to you. I really think that's actually quite a lovely thing to have. You know. You know, you do get some people who don't see it like that. You do get some people who are sort of like, you should move on. You know, you do get these move-oners, don't you? People tell me sort of like, oh, you should get rid of the shed, move on. I turn around and I say, yeah, and you should fuck off. You know, I don't really care. If it's something that I treasure, you know. On my fucking house keys, I've got I still have my mum, right? I still have my mum, love my mum to bits, right? And on my house keys, I still have, you know, she recently bought me a Sun key ring to put on them. And I sort of like thought, well, you know what? I've still got my mum, but I'm going to keep these on my keys, and they'll stay there forever. And when I haven't got my mum anymore, which I hope for it isn't for you know, a good few years yet, I hope that sort of, you know, I've still got that, what she brought me. I've got tons of stuff which my mum bought me. You know, I love the fact that I've got, you know, I love the fact I've got stuff from my dad. I love the fact I've got stuff from my mum. You know. So, yeah. Pam says, they don't understand unless they've been there. That's like with anything else, though, really, isn't it? They don't understand unless they've been there. At all. They can't possibly know how you feel. And that's like with mental illness. Let's just, you know, use that as a template here, right? If you've got a mental health issue, and it could be over anything could have caused it, or whatever, right? And whether you suffer with depression, bad anxiety, panic attacks, you know, anything, it could be literally anything. Unless they've had it, they don't understand. Even I think people like, you know, medical professionals, let's say, I don't think they really understand. All they do is, you know, give you a pill to take and everything will be all right. And want you to talk about your feelings and stuff to other people, your feelings to these so-called professionals who are fucking probably, you know, haven't been through it themselves, don't know anybody who's gone through it, and have read it all in a fucking book. You know, I don't trust anybody like that. They're sort of like, you know, if you need a sick note from the doctors or something, they go down and they say, okay, why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? And it's like, even when you're claiming for benefits or something like that, you have to, you know, say what's wrong with you and sometimes prove what's wrong with you. How the fuck do these people know what you go through day in, day out? They don't live your life. Pam says, yep, I've had counselling over the phone. Yep, I've had something similar to that. You know, the fact of the matter is that there are so many people now who don't give a shit. And that fucking is sad. It really is fucking sad. There are so many people out there like that. There's so many people who need help and can't get it. Here I am, even now. Me and my family actually are desperately waiting for, you know, to come up for a 3-bedroom house. We were in desperate need of a 3-bed, okay? We're on the list to get one. That's all well and good. But because, even with my anxiety issues, even with my son's ADHD, things like that, it doesn't matter to the councils. It doesn't matter. I've phoned them up time and time again and said, look, this is the situation. What's going on? And, there's things I could have said to them, which I can't even say over YouTube, but, it's sort of like, oh, well, no, you're in the right band. It's just sort of like, palming you off every 2.5 fucking seconds, palming you off, giving you some fucking excuse, which doesn't even come into anything. It doesn't. It just fucking doesn't. And there's nobody out there who really cares. I mean, there's something I really, really want to say right now, but I will get fucking banned if I say it. So I'm not going to. But, it's all the same now. You just got to do your best day in, day out. And as for Pam says she had counselling over the phone, I had, I used to have these people, the mental health wellness team or whatever they're called. I had them at one point, and I sort of like did, spoke to them about everything. I spoke to them about everything, and they sort of like didn't have me for long. I guess I wasn't a priority or something. I don't know, maybe it's because I didn't come over on a boat. And I got bad again. I got bad twice. And I had to go and see these people again. The doctor will really, really urge me to go and see them again. So I was like, right, okay, I'll give it another fair shot. Now, at the time, obviously, when I first started having my mental health issues, panic attacks, anxiety, the whole enchilada, I didn't know what the fuck was going on with me, right? I thought you might like that one, Pam. Right. But when I first, got ill, I was like, I don't really understand what's going on. My wife had been through it for years. She tried to explain to me what the hell was happening, but couldn't quite grasp it. So they actually did help, and they spoke to me, but then I got bad again, and I had to do this. They wanted me to contact them again, so I did. And every Monday for about an hour and a half, I used to have to sit there on my laptop, bored as fuck, listening to people talk on about mental health and stuff fucking that I knew about, that I'd learned about. They couldn't, they're there to try and assist and help. And they didn't help the second time round. It didn't help me one bit because I already knew what they were saying. I already knew, what my body was doing. I know that, and it sounds really strange, I know that anxiety and a panic attack is your body's way of protecting you. And I had to learn that the hard way. And, it took me a while to get there, but I did, and then I had to sit there for an hour and a half. They call them webinars. This place does. And do you know what? I've never been so fucking bored in my entire life. I've had them, Pam says. Yeah. I have never been so fucking bored in my entire life. Sitting there, listening to people drone the fuck on about how, how mental health affects them and stuff. And my brother is in the chat. Hello, Mr. Boston. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Fantastic to see you. Welcome. Hope you had a good weekend. And you get people who do that. You get people who fucking drone on and tell you about shit you already know about. And I'm like, for fuck's sake, I already know this crap, It's the people like doctors who diagnose you as being mentally ill. And then if you need something from them, like it could say like it could be a sick note or something for benefit or whatever, just supposing, right? They then ask you why you can't do this and why you can't do that. And I'm like, bitch, you're the one who put me on the fucking tablets. And I'll tell you the one thing about today's society which pisses me off more than anything. Having to prove who you are. You can get a phone call from anybody, a bank, it could be a bank, it could be fucking anything, and you have to prove who you are. When they've called you, and they're sort of like, every time, right, we have to run through some security questions. Where was your mother born? What's the name of your, what's the name of your first pet? What colour was the shit you had last night? Things like that. They want you to prove who the fuck. Why do I have to prove who I am to somebody who's contacted me? They want you to, it's like even now over here, they want you to prove who the fuck you are. Even when you vote. I hate politics. I don't fucking vote. So I don't necessarily need to worry about that one. But even now, you've got to prove who the fuck you are when you vote. Why? As long as they're getting the vote, who gives a shit? Nobody can explain that one, can they? See, I'm very right-wing. I just don't buy into the bullshit. I just don't. I mean, a lot of people say it's ignorance and stuff. Maybe to some respects it is. But I just can't buy into bullshit. I just don't agree with it. If there's something I don't agree with, I will speak about it, and I will sort of voice my opinion. I mean, let's go even sort of like protesters and things like that. That's like them lot. I mean, we haven't heard about them in a little while now, but them Just Stop Oil fuckers. Do you know what? I'd love to come across them in real life. Fuck, I'd have fun. It'd be, oh God, that'd be brilliant. Probably get locked up, but it'd be brilliant, These days, freedom of speech is dead. You're not allowed to speak your mind. You're not allowed to say this or say that in case it offends little Billy who lives down the street. You can't do this and you can't do that. You can't say this. You might hurt someone's feelings. I don't give a fuck if I do. That's their problem, not mine. Pam says Boston Flawless got profit on The Last House. Yes, it was incredible, amazing, and quite sexual at the same time. Now, I'm going to be doing a bit of work on this one, probably tomorrow morning. This bungalow is going to be turned into a house. It's been gutted. Everything has been taken out of it. This is going to be a fully fledged house. We are going to do all kinds of crazy ass shit to it. What does that sign say? Slow children. No, run. Right. Right. So I will be doing quite a bit to this. But yeah, that ain't going to look like that no more. I am going to quickly grab a ladder and hop onto the roof here and take down this chimney on top, because obviously we're not going to be needing that. Right. Ladder. There we go. And we just want something like that. Flip it round so it doesn't fucking fit. So we have to bring it out here. In order to get anywhere with it, let's go over here where I can get closer to the friggin' house. And now we can get rid of this fake-ass chimney. Right, okay. Why is there oh, okay, I was going to say, why is there a piece of paper on the roof? Turns out it's a brick or something. There we go. Does anybody else find it alarming that on this roof there was just a chimney? There's no actual, like, fucking vents for anything else, like for laundry or something. There's no vents. That's kind of triggering, really. There's too many fucking trees, I know that. We'll have to do something about that. We could probably do something about that now, actually. Get rid of that one. Quite like the one out the back, so we'll keep that. Yeah. And I'm probably gonna expand this as well. We could do that tonight. I'm only doing little jobs tonight because the majority of it is going to be started on tomorrow, probably off stream. And then tomorrow night when I do stream, you'll see exactly what I have done. That's that fucking flower, isn't it? Right. Let's get rid of that. There, we can expand that and just do like a nice deck out there. Boston says, I've just got done watching Jeff Dunham Saves America. Jeff Dunham is a legend. Long live Peanut. There we go. Well, I think that looks all right. I mean, we've done a fair bit here tonight. There's still a few more bits to get rid of. I won't be streaming for too much longer tonight, actually, because the majority of the work I'm going to do off stream tomorrow, and then tomorrow night will probably be all about building and stuff, so I won't be on for too much longer now. Okay. So you can see how the house was mapped out. That's what I like to see, it in its original state, how it was mapped out. Crazy, right? I mean, this was the living room, and look, it's completely different. We've changed the landscape of it in one stream here, and got it looking very, very, very different. So, obviously, this place is going to need either paneling or painting. I'm leaning towards painting on this one. We've cleared out the front garden and everything, and it just looks clean at the moment. It really does. But there's one thing I still have to do before I come off, which I'll be doing. I mean, how long have I been streaming? Let me check that, right? 55 minutes, okay? We haven't gone into an hour yet. But there's one more thing I need to do. Is it take the windows out? No, we're not going to do that right now. We've just been out the back here. Do I need to do anything out the back here? No. What could it be that I possibly need to do, apart from clean over here, which I forgot to do? Let's quickly do that now. There we go. I was going to brick this window up because it's annoying me that there's just one window come out. So there's one more thing left to do. What is it? This. Oh, where has my roof gone? That's right. I said I'm turning this into a house. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. We're turning it into a canvas here tonight. And the majority of when I come on tomorrow, this will probably be looking like an actual house. I'm actually getting more used to doing things like this now. So, yeah, different, eh? I'm giving it my best shot, though. You know, that's what life's about. Having a go, taking the odd risk here and there. Always take a risk unless it's with a hooker. Don't ever take a risk with that. That might not end up so good. But this is the risk that I'm taking. And the thing I like about it is most of the house is at an even level. So I can just build that up. Once I've trimmed the walls down up the top there and stuff, I can build that up. And we're on our way to having a house. I see this tree here being an issue because it's hanging over. So we're going to go and get rid of that tree. This is groundwork. This is prep work here tonight. There we go. We could probably put a wall in there. There we go. Exactly. There we go. So now all we have to do is trim it or, alternatively, build it up. It's up to you what you do with it, but let's see what we're going to do in this house that is now airing out and will continue to air out until tomorrow morning when I get a chance to get on here and fix it. I have to take this hoodie off. I'm getting a bit warm now. The clothes are coming off, girls. Well, one thing is, anyway. Let's get rid of that. That's better. Right, chuck it over there for now. Right, there you go. So, another project to get your teeth into and endeavour in. And I think it might work out okay. Obviously, I mean, well, technically you could have a low ceiling. I won't go that low. I'll probably go sort of like maybe another, well, probably where this white one is, or maybe even just here to get a decent ceiling in it. But we're turning it into a house, and we're going to come out and we're going to close the door and make sure no one can get in. Like, that would be fucking difficult. And we're going to actually end stream here tonight. So, there we go. We're going to end stream here. We're going to be back with it tomorrow night when it should look more like a house. So, as soon as you get that notification tomorrow night, get on in here so you can see what we've done. But in the meantime, I'm going to head on out. Thank you guys for watching. Also, thank you for your support last week on Vinyl Friday, which was the Amazon exclusive edition of Katy Perry's new 143 album. I really enjoyed filming that one, so thank you for watching that. It's been an absolute pleasure. Before I go, two of the most amazing people in the entire history of the world have said thanks for streaming. That is, of course, Pam, who said thanks for streaming. Thank you for coming in, Pam. Great to have you in here. Hope you enjoyed it, and you take care. Much love to you. And, of course, my brother from another mother, Mr. Boston Tea Party, says thanks for streaming, brother. Thank you for coming in, bro. Pleasure to have you in here as well. Much love to you as well. Say hi to Mama Boston for me. And Pam, say hi to Paul for me. Right. And that is me done. So, before I do go, also, you need to go subscribe to these people, because if you don't, right, then, you know, it's getting close to Halloween, and law dictates that if you don't subscribe to these people, then you're going to be haunted by many, many, many demons. So, first up, please go subscribe to Mr. Boston Tea Party. He is my brother from another mother. He is incredible, one of my very best friends, and he, you know, does incredible builds on House Flipper 2, if that's your thing. Mansions are insane. They really are, and he does it so well. And Boston says you will find a banana in your bed. This is true, and the demons will use the banana on you in very, very particular ways. So please go and subscribe to my bro, Mr. Boston Tea Party, for incredible builds, incredible mansions, and all around fantastic niceness. You know, he's an incredible person. But it isn't just Boston. Oh no. Go subscribe to Pam's Game TV 2000, because this is the lady who's an artist. This is the lady who's got intricate design. This is a lady who you need to see do her builds, because some people can't work out how the hell she does it, but she manages to do it. She's amazing. She's another one of my very best friends, and I would appreciate it if you'd go and show her channel and Boston some love, because, you know, they're both amazing people and deserve to have their numbers of subscribers shoot up, skyrocket, so make it happen for them. Pam says, thank you so much. You're all right, Pam. No worries. You're more than welcome. Boston says, thanks, brother. You're more than welcome, brother. So I'm going to get my ass out of here, and I'll be back on House Flipper 2 tomorrow night, when we'll see what this has turned into. So please join me for that tomorrow night, and yeah. All that's left for me to say now is don't forget to subscribe here if you're new. Turn on them post notifications to be notified every single time I upload a brand new video or stream. Also, follow me on Instagram at Flawless Rage 2, and over there on Twitch at BuzzRush13. That is BuzzRush13 on Twitch. See you over there sometime. Until next time, guys, take care. Have a great day tomorrow. Be nice to each other. Be kind. A strip club, says Boston. No, it's not going to be a strip club. Good idea, though. And I will see you soon. Pam says good night, Pam. And yes, thank you guys for watching. All that's left to say is always remember to be you, be the real you, be the true you, because there's no point in being anything else, is there? Take care, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow night for more House Flipper 2. Stay safe, have a great night. Cheers, guys. Thank you so much, and good night, everybody.